And so map number 1 was, well, we could call it a crushing defeat. And now we move to Anubis, where I like using this pun. I think it was pretty cool. I kind of came up with it on the fly, but I'm pretty sure everyone else used it. The ace up the sleeve for Wildcard here as we move to Anubis. Applying to extra McHenry, and it's to try to push through A main with Beretta's fight, but a flank caught out there by Brett. It's a open street to the B site here.
Gonna just kick it right onto gear here into the site, and Cyrus will knock one down here fresh on the back site. He needs to find a whole lot, but only good for one as well. So it's a retake effort here in the start of Anubis.
He falls 2v4, but with this pistol, might as well give it a go. Feeling supremely confident right now. Our wild card, and there's another kill coming through for Cryptic. Running gun with the dual Beretta slice. He has a chance to do this, but Seb will lock it in. We'll calm those dual Berettas down. And Unjustified will get the first round of Anubis.
Fantastic kickoff right there. Exactly what they needed. Start things off with a pistol. Get off to the T side here. I mean, that can be a big win condition. They get to start off on that T side. Maybe they can build in. I talked about, you know, the fundamentals here, the protocols from Wildcard. They've already got those set in stone. They are established it really nicely on this map for themselves. But maybe if we do see Unjustified come through with a lot of energy, a lot of firepower here, they can make this T side work. Get off to a strong start, put them in a winning position here on this map, and maybe take into a third.
How did that bounce like that? Alright. I mean, with how this game has gone for Unjustified, all you can just say is, well, okay.
Bit of a bummer, man. $400. Really crucial for the util that take that real estate. Might have to get reinforcements here. The scout tag is landed. Cryptic, it's just a little bit of a bait and switch setup here that they've got going on. Cryptic actually going to press the issue as well. Oh, this is going to get really awkward.
This is about to get real awkward, but wasn't prepared for Wolfie pushing forward. So, still goes back. But that Molly, you know, missing. This has not been cleared out. And Freshie hammers one down. Freshie gets another. And followed up. It's 4 consecutive kills for Wildcard. And oh my goodness, Unjustified, you have got to be hating it right now in the server. They can't win the rounds they're supposed to win. Wolfie in a 1v3, the bomb's down in A main, like, right now, Wildcard, they're just going to be all over this bomb site. He's even going to have fun with it, just swinging the player in the clutch, takes the kill and the force buy.
It's actually just a partial responsibility on that Molly not connecting and them not being able to take that crucial bit of map control at the start to force them back. So it literally cost them the round right there, at least in some sense, right? Maybe they could have still established a decent setup on that A side, but my God, is that just infuriating? As you said, man, you kind of, if you're Unjustified, just have to shake your head at that, maybe laugh it off there, but you're trying to laugh through the tears, the pain, and that is so brutal, man.
If you're such a new team, it's really difficult to just pick yourself up. It's like, you can't just say it is what it is and keep playing.
There's only so much it is what it is that you have.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, you're running out. You cannot carry anymore. That's a nice shot, though, from Wolfie. The reload will get punished. Hey, something going the way here for Unjustified. Man advantage in their own force buy. They could make this game much crazier than we anticipated.
Yeah, it's actually taking a lot of ground here, taking a lot of space right now. They have to cover over towards middle. And in doing so, they're going to rotate off of B just in time. So this is working out wonderfully for Unjustified. Gonna take free control there, not any resistance to meet. Numbers being planted. And Wildcard don't know what hit him.
Just gonna save? It's looking like it at least.
Yeah. Wild. That's super surprising right there. Just evacuating the B side. Going for a little bit of a gamble call, but I feel like not super necessary. I guess they didn't want to rotate slide off of the A side and they want to keep all that reinforcements, but you know, we're worried about middle as well. So
Yeah,
a
to
little
be
bit of back
fair,
and forth.
you know, when you start winning a lot, you get a little bit, I'd say a little bit lazy there. Brett not completely diligent on that hold. Had a player drop into his crosshair and then just gave his backup while reloading. So, 2-1 here. Unjustified are going to win back on their forced buy, but of course, Wildcard do have an investment of their own to bring to the table. I don't think that's going to impact the high spirits too much from this squad.
I don't think it'll knock them down for too long because they're still bringing in a very effective purchase here. They got a lot of firepower to back this up. It's another gun round essentially here for what is Cryptic's MP9 is the weaker bit of weaponry. You have a couple SMGs on the other side of things as well, so some shots being out there. Straight, and they're just caught trying to run away.
Once again, Brett is caught out with, this time, utility in hand, so he's ran down. Slight also takes a good chunk of his HP. So 4 versus 4. Knocking on the door as the smoke fades in A main. It's a quick 1-for-1. Or not a fade, he just runs through. Arcade took a risk, and it almost paid off for a double.
Holding on by a thread, though, I feel like in a lot of these defensive maneuvers. This re-aggression coming through from Slight, he's actually just cleared out so much control. This time in the 3v3, they are able to take more space here. And Darty, an anchor that you can place a lot of faith in, but needs to do a lot of heavy lifting right now. He's got a couple low HP bars heading around that corner that are going to be maybe easy to chew through. A smoke to right in this corner, peeking forward there will instantly dispatch of Cyrix, who is higher on HP.
Yeah, and he also got away. The scout shot not connecting from Lake. But everyone is a single tag away from death. This is very doable, but the flank from Slight is looking to lock this one in. It's developing. Lake seems unaware. He'll fall. He needs to do something impossible, but he almost makes it happen. One more bullet on a Darty, and that was very real. But it's another force buy back to open up Anubis. It's 2-all.
Scrappy rounds to kick us off here for map number 2. At least we get, again, a little bit more back and forth out of these two teams. But it's definitely experience shown from Wildcard. And that 3v3, able to play very effectively. Just waiting for that slight flank to formulate before they ever make their next move. It's going to be another pistol buy, though. They can actually get a decent half buy and still invest into the next round here. So they're going to get some Tech 9s, some upgrades here. A little misclick or something right there with the HE. Not maybe as they intended. Cryptix, he's been eating a lot of early damage both through the smoke or utility damage. So some good util out of them.
Brett has had enough of people walking through smokes while he reloads, so he's going to push through one himself. Cryptic, though, is going to be in a bit of trouble. He's going to get a deagle shot hammered to the forehead. Slight is there for the refrag, and quickly, the man advantage still held. Arcade, he's going to try and re-walk through the smoke off the back of the reload. Yeah, this kind of gameplay here from Unjustified. Here's another smoke walk, and this time Seb's going to fall. And Darty keeps pushing forward. No more shenanigans from Unjustified. It's Wildcard who will edge out.
I think if you're on the side of Wildcard as well, you're starting to realize what's happening here. Because it's happened a lot already this early on. They've pushed about 4 or 5 smokes too many right there, and I think that's just going to really queue up a lot of like smoke spam, a lot of awareness that smokes aren't walls, because sometimes in this game you get a little comfortable sitting behind a smoke, as we've seen a couple of times from Brett, the players on the B side. But now if you consistently do that right, it becomes right into
there you go.
Yeah, exactly what I was talking about right there. Cryptic just gonna spam down range.
And yeah, Wolfie charging for, he was alone as the entry because there was a CT side molly that segmented off every single T. This is the easiest 3v5 you're in, and you can't even give any caveats like, oh, they have utility and stuff. They burned all their gas.
Oh, wow.
On this round. Look at this.
Find a molly somewhere.
Oh.
Molly comes through just... Oh. You gotta know when to commit, I feel like, right there, and they had to back out from that play. It's not gonna get any easier. He's stuck in between a rock and a hard place here of the entire CT camp. That is just flawless right there. I mean, just a beautiful round put together by Wildcard through and through, and it feels like Unjustified coming through here. You know, out of the gates, looking promising on this map, but it feels like that same frustration is lingering now.
No more shenanigans. None of that. Wildcard I've found out very early in this game what works. And Unjustified with just a singular smoke and pistol armor. Can't even say much about the latter half of that. It's looking pretty strong. But Brett he's been kind of bullied over here and towards the E-box side. He could be getting some trouble.
Just have to get some reinforcements here. HE could go a long way.
Here's another run through the smoke when players have ESL in hand. This is unbelievable. How they keep getting away with this kind of round just breaks my brain a little bit. Cryptic hears all the movement in from the canals as well, but that's because they're rotating, because Wolfie's walked in through A main, and he's going to tuck away into the site. Oh, but Freshy's going to take out the caboose of the train. A 7. Oh, back turned right now. Is he going to get cleared? Cryptic does not seem aware. If he looks on over, it's free, but Wolfie will do that first. And Darty is just going to swing for the fences and go for all the fights and the frags. 5-2, a wild one, a weird one, but that's why they're called wild card, I guess.
We'll close. Bit of a scrappier round. They get the job done, and that's all that matters here. Not getting ecoed is of the utmost importance for both these teams. Wildcard going to avoid that reality again. You know, you'd think that they were more prepared for the smoke push, but they are timing some of these aggressions just perfectly. It's absolutely wild. See Brett trying to get some smoke spam. Again, trying to prepare himself for what is the inevitable aggression.
Stop holding util out, Brett, as the smoke's about to fade. Will we ever learn? If it happens again, I'm just gonna be mad.
Fair enough. This time they got a flash to push the smoke at the very least. That's a little bit more promising.
Oh,
yeah,
he's quick switching.
Oh, he got it. He had util out?
Or he like quick switched or something that. But he gets away. He doesn't die. But right now, Unjustified actually have the momentum on this great Molly's forcing off the plane. Brett is just going to get isolated and taken down. Man advantage and the site taken. Smoked out right here is Cryptic, but gone through. In the meantime, Darty eats an HE grenade, and this flank is developing far too late as Freshy falls next. This is looking perfection. Good for Unjustified, but not all said and done. Or maybe it is, as Cryptic falls, Slight basically out of this one. And finally, Unjustified will snag this.
Yeah, the rotations actually came through E-box and were spotted very early. And when Unjustified are seeing that, they know that they can kick it into gear because there's not going to be any support for the players at the back of the site. There's not going to be any supporting utilities. Both players are flanking. And they spotted that out very early. It got them to really kick it into gear on the aggression. And so Slight saving a very valuable op. Very valuable player here in the second map. 12-2. But yeah, I mean, just a good call there from Unjustified to kick it into gear, basically. Didn't even wait for their smokes to land or anything like that. Just ran through it with the mollies down and things like that. So that they could just take advantage of the long rotations that Wildcard had on offer.
Yeah, I think as well they isolated Brett extremely proficiently by double mauling the back plat while he had no utility, no extinguish, and just simply nowhere to stand. So had to frag out like a monster here. It might have to be up to Slight and Darty here on the A side. It's just going to be a pacey play in. Slight. Whoa, he has a
Jeez.
shooting gallery in front of him, but it's Darty who comes away with the triple kill, and the round's over. Arcade on 16 points of health, and, well, this one took 30 seconds.
You saw the pathing right there come through as well from the point of view of Unjustified. You actually just couldn't see Darty as they walked on in right there. He lined up 3 beautiful kills, and his anchoring, again, showing so much prowess on this team here. It's absolutely incredible. Just locking in those kills. A spray down with the AONS that makes his job look so easy, when in reality, that A side can be very difficult to multi-kill and buy time from.
Yeah, normally you're fully blinded up there, but Darty dodged the flashbangs, and I was thinking he needed support there from Slight. He got smoked out at the window, but made the reposition. Didn't even matter. Darty lines up all 3. And a timeout needing to be used here from Justified. From such a masterclass of a round of putting pressure on slowly on different parts of the map, they just do a gutsy all-out A call, and that's the result.
This
13
isn't gonna
2.
get. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild. KD.
As
off
you
the
were
charts.
saying. As you were saying.
Yeah, it's just not gonna get any easier for Unjustified either here. They are doing this on the T side. Struggling a little bit, but this early information here. Flashes actually are gonna connect on a Darty this time, and he's gonna get a lot of space here.
Oh.
This time able to land the kills.
They don't pop through as it detonates, so it'll land a first kill, but good kill on a Cryptic. But Darty gets one right back. They try to take forward space, but Wildcard just dismissed class here. Schooled on this A site again, as now it's 7-3.
Giving over a little bit of space there, but pure composure in the retakes. You can see Arcade trying to get up to his antics again on the smoke pushes right there, but they're prepared now. They've learned their lesson. 10 rounds in. They're not going to get caught off guard by that. It's good news there. But a bomb plant, I mean, max loss bonus, so bomb plant doesn't even matter all that much. They're going to get full buys anyways. It's just extra utility, extra firepower for Cyrix here, ensuring that he has the op. And he's going to meet Slight head on, and he wins that duel.
Wow, that was really unexpected. I'm thinking that Slight's got time now. Wolfie off angle taken, and Cryptic just absolutely clotheslined. Brett, he's gonna eat the pop flash, and well, he's gonna fight back. He's gonna end this saga of him being bullied here at Ebox, but it might actually make the round more complicated here for Unjustified.
Yeah, he did get a smoky that he recycles down towards E-Box, but you're right. Has to feel good to just win out on that duel after a little bit of, you know, struggles. And now Brett committing himself in an angle here on 6 HP. It has to be instant headshots. It has to be awkward clears because he doesn't really have support here. Freshie is far removed from covering off main, and Lake is actually just going to lurk out. He's taking space silently. And I don't know if Brett's too long for this world either.
He's not going to clear it, though. Oh, my goodness. Late. He gets out, but Brett is holding the off angle, the easy first. He will get traded out eventually. Freshly putting on a show. A dink onto Cyrix, the finisher onto Lake. Him and Brett have made this site hold happen.
The smoke actually bails Darty out right there as he peeks right into the angle. Could have been opt out of the server, but Wolfie's still going to take space. Flash is perfectly placed there. And it's just on to Darty to clutch up. He has some utility to get the job done, though.
But as long as he stays silent, you have to be aware of other positions. Smoke fading from Palace. Gonna swing forward, and Cyrix is gonna go down first. Darty knows where his opponent is. 57 HP to do it with. Makes the clutch happen, trying to bait out the peaks, and he swings instant headshot to Wolfie and wins the 1v2 for Wildcard. 8-3 up right now. It's looking like a trouncing here on the CT side.
Just got so many individuals playing unbelievably well right now. Darty has found many multi-kills on that A side, and now he has to retake the B side of the map, but he finds a big 1v2 to ensure his teammates' success here, to ensure a solid half here on the CT side of Anubis. And I feel like if you're Unjustified, you're just thinking to yourself, what can I do here?
To be honest, Cole, it doesn't feel like a lot. Even at the rounds that they have won have been giving, to be honest. Pushing through smokes like Brett's doing here, but okay, he'll get caught out on this adventure. But, you know, walking through smokes has been the way to win. Sprinting. Okay, as a smoke fate, he will get traded out. It's a bit of a greedy play, and he does get punished for it.
It continues. There's no relief here, it feels like. It. They will take mid control. They might be able to bypass the big worry of this flank towards middle.
Slight is here with facing off. It's very powerful, but as Darty does get cleaned out, Freshy's actually just going to reassume the position. Wildcard kind of have Unjustified boxed in right now. You got to be terrified of the AWP. So you don't really want to challenge middle. Where do you go?
Oh, they're going towards B. They're going to walk into Slight's AWP here. And this should be hurt on the rotate.
Oh, they're dropping down. They're dropping down right into Freshy. Oh, the decisions. Oh, it's so painful. The bomb's down in the canals.
He's just going to watch and wait right now. Lake has a while to rotate in. But he might give over his life. No, he just wins the duel straight up on the Wolf as well. Everyone dropping to one man here. And the op can come through and support.
It could not get more painful than this. A 2 versus 4, and Wildcard completely read into it.
I don't know what to say, man. They're actually just blowing away. Unjustified. No matter what the situation is, it feels like there's some way that they can pull around back out of nowhere, man. Out of thin air. No business closing that one out. And then Freshy just catches them as they drop into his crosshair.
I mean, that is just some obscenities. How are they pulling that off? Freshy, the 2 kills are great, but the fact that the positioning is just so perfect. Wildcard, Freshy anticipating the reposition there. And also, you gotta mention how well that Slight and Freshy are working off of each other. Freshy is kind of information gathering, trying to listen to the fallback, potentially, of Unjustified. And he calls it in perfectly. You know, it's coming back to the B side. Slight is getting ready to be in position. And all the bases are covered, even though it's a 2 versus 4.
Yeah, that's a huge little combination effort right there. That spot right underneath the bridge when everyone's just kind of hovering around there is so massive. With all that info there, Slight plays off of it accordingly. Thought maybe they panicked to try and recover Darcy's position, but nade stack as Cryptic just wants it all fly by there. Takes a lot of his HP though off his shoulders, so at the very least they do some good damage even if they don't find a kill. Brett, just a free fire, man.
Oh boy, pre-fire dink. Oh, you want to play this game? Yep, you're gonna fall to it. Did get some damage downrange there, Lake, but
He's going for more.
and well deserved, I suppose.
Yeah.
Instant headshot.
Went for the back-to-back one-way smoke there, and didn't work last time. Doesn't work this time either.
So we'll see. Unjustified actually have a decent position. Crazy as that is. But Darty has a little bit of a mix-up here on the platform, and with such a little utility to actually take this site, it'll be difficult to uproot him. But a kill back to the B site, but Arcade walks right into the isolated Freshy, and Darty does actually come out of his hidey hole, but it's lucky to walk away with the kill. His life potentially, but a flying MAC-10 will get it across the line. We have a competitive one here, 2v2 on the A side, but that could be quickly taken away here by Freshy, standing out in the open, spots the head, drops the nade, and is trying to buy time for this big flank. First Slight's AWP, but Freshy anticipates the re-aggression. Cyrix goes down next, and Seb. Sneaks away.
Still got a molly as well. Clear out these positions. It's so hard to read where Seb is playing, but they're starting to get a good idea.
Site's been cleared out. Now the molly goes in, and Freshie swings. Perfect crosser placement. Headshot landed. And Wildcard, they can't lose, it seems. Up 10-3 now.
Just coordinating well in the clutch is what it just feels like at this point. What more could you ask of a team? You're coming through expecting good things on this map, to be honest with you. We kind of expected Anubis to be the bread and butter, and that's what they are delivering here. Coming in with some really good calls, coming through with some fantastic late rounds. I mean, it just feels like all the same pieces that were working in that last map are showing up here. Freshie playing a hell of a game alongside his teammates in Slight and Darty. And Cryptic, he gets to take a little bit more of a backseat there, but it's not the biggest of deals. He has 12 deaths, though, which is a bit surprising considering the scoreline. He's just been taking as many battles towards middle as he can, though. I mean, just brute force in this control here. A lot more than other teams are willing to do.
And they try to go for these smoke gimmicks again, but Brett is not having any of it. Honestly, character development.
Still getting caught by the flashes here, but this time he's like, you know what? I'm not going to give over this control. I'm not going to get my utility out. I'm just going to shoot. Because you know he's going to push that smoke off the back of a flashbang there. Pop flash comes through. Very difficult to deal with there. Arcade has to give over his position as well. Although makes it out safely there away from the crosshairs of the op.
In the meantime, working middle. She's gonna step forward, and what a kill it is. Instant double dink. Arcade's out of it. Brett does eventually go down. He goes on a fact-finding mission and meets an op, but Freshie is gonna take up that position. Refrag. Now sneaking in between the smokes, running and gunning. Cryptic's wild spray. 2 headshots, 11-3 for Wildcard.
Incredible. Easy does it. Wildcard grabbing themselves 11. CT side looks absolutely devastating. And Unjustified just not able to deliver any answers. We got so many good pieces here today. Again, you talked about the vintage Cryptic earlier. Showing up there on Ancient. Absolutely electric. Playing in some difficult positions, finding some big multi-kills. Now Darty's delivering in some more difficult spots on that A-bomb site. Like you said, trying to avoid the flashes, avoid the protocols here, but it's just a real team effort here in every round, it feels like. There's no missing pieces. Even Brett leveling up his game as of recent. This, I didn't realize that was Slight with the op there, just actually taking a crazy angle.
What is this? Oh, this is just... We're getting to the lunacy point of this game. I guess he gets punished as who would have thought? And what a shot through the smoke. Maybe it's not character development. Poor Brett. And even Cryptic goes down next as Arcade sneaks through A main. Freshie, though, an incredible reposition. There's no way you expect him to get to A main. Back turn there, and there's another kill. Freshie's doing everything. He's hauling it. Even can deal with the potential flank. And he's prepared for it. He lands the dink. The amount of work Freshie's putting in on this round. He gets the 3K all on his own. A masterclass of repositioning here. Throws 7 to a 1v2.
How did it come to this? A 2v5 has quickly fumbled. Freshie playing a masterclass of a half here. Seb is in the open. Darty's repositioned as well. Oh, these players playing it to perfection right there in the clutch.
What an unbelievable round there from Freshie and Darty. A 2v5 salvage, and it's a 12-3 half. Wildcard take the lead. We'll be back after a short one. And we are back. 12-3. Wild card. They're winning 2v5s, 2v4s. Numbers don't matter here to them. They're just playing Counter-Strike. And now as we move on into this round, it's going more of the same. But Lake running gun. Beretta drops the bomb. And actually gets this one on the right foot for Unjustified for one. Fine, going to call extra McHenry. Lake has just chewed through all of Wildcard. You gotta love to see it.
Finally, a little bit of relief here unless Darty has any say, and he might. As you said, numbers don't really matter in this matchup here for the side of Wildcard, so maybe you can start off the second half with a 1v3, but the issue is bomb is down.
I mean, 20-5. I mean, is his role on the A site just locking site after site down? Well, now he has to break open the mid area of the map, get the bomb and get it planted with a minute on the clock, and both players are swinging him. They're playing their hand here. And Darty, he sure could enjoy that. How much can he toy with his opponents here? He's going to close the gap. Get cross. Take the off angle and almost win it. He's got 4 points of health. He swings wide. He's trying to make himself hard to hit here. Seb is going to land a headshot and actually come away with it. Both pistols go in the way of Unjustified.
Oh, now you make it sound so scary because it's down 12-4. With that being the case, it is actually so devastating that. But maybe they can make it happen here on the CT side. Maybe they get a little bit
I
more
wanted to
choice.
stay riveted in my seat. All right, I wanted to give myself something to shout about.
Yeah, but we get it on the pistols, right? Maybe got a couple of things to nail down on the like anti-ecos is a big deal. I think they've lost quite a bit of those. But again, like you said, they've got some new adjustments here on this team. They've got some things to work out here long term. B side here going to be tested early though.
There we go. Okay, it's a little bit messy on the entry, but the bomb gets across courtesy of the toss there.
Good arm.
There you go. Cryptic's gonna get planted.
We got coverage for this flank right now. They're prepared for this.
Or are they? Oh, well, they're prepared. Yeah, you're talking about that. Slight hands the uppercut to Arcade and trying to get himself a better position. Freshie behind the pillar gets a smoke and gets some space to work around with. This is nasty to try and retake through so many angles. And, well, they are getting started on this one, but Lake will get caught around the edge of the smoke. And Wolfie without a kit, faced off at the Tech-9, gets clotheslined, and another force buy to Wildcard. 13-4.
It actually feels like we're seeing just a team that is a league above Unjustified right now. And I think a lot of people are talking about Wildcard here. I've been watching them throughout the seasons. They've been watching them since, you know, they were playing back in the day with the off presence of Florence and what they were able to do back then. And they've just witnessed this team level up season after season, continuing to impress here. And I mean, as you were saying here, this very well could be one of their breakthrough seasons. There's obviously a lot of tough competition in ECL this season, but these guys showing up incredibly. And again, this is like a move-up roster here in Unjustified, looking to prove themselves. They are just getting devastated.
Hard, truly a different beast. As Cryptic smoke fades, walks through. I mean, 2 kills, easy done. Back to the site, dual Berettas, and he'll get cleaned up. Red. One of the ways you can clear out the site, I suppose. And a 2 versus 5, as this game is looking to set below the horizon for Unjustified. As Wildcard will storm off. A great start to their season here. Something that this team definitely needed, some rocky open qualifiers. It's looking to be 14-4. And why stop there?
Yeah, when it comes to like the qualifying for what is the closed qualifier for Sydney, it was a little bit rocky. They do have some success, like we have been mentioning, in that Thunder Pick qualifier, which is a big deal, right? That's probably a huge opportunity, but making it to that Sydney Open qualifier, which is, I mean, to be fair, like teams like Evil Geniuses also have struggled a little bit there. That would have been huge because then you get to play some of the best teams that NACS has to offer. Now they're not going to be playing out against that, but they have other things to look forward to, and this season in particular, right? If we talk about this season and making it to like a big ESL event, that could be it. But Lake gets a nice little Zeus kill. That's going to be promising, but
That's a lot.
behind that.
Oh, what?
What?
Well, that was the last thing I was expecting, and then Darty just ruins all the fun. Oh man, Wolfie flanked and just first bullet headshotted by Freshie, 15-4. Inspect the skinless M4. Yeah, that's about it.
Just jumped through this fucking knife cryptic.
I
I'm sending that
can't
clip
believe
to him.
It's just inevitable doom. The smoke fades, and there's 3 players behind it.
We got knifed and Zeus though, so who are the real noobs here?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the stuff you pull out in unrated right there. Cryptic just got clowned on.
I mean,
Shake it off.
dude, I mean, I was
That's
justified to
bad.
just run through every single smoke this game. It is.
True.
There's a smoke. We must go through it. They're thinking it's CS, dude. They toss an HE and blow the smoke. It's like, it's supposed to work like that, no?
Yeah. Get me all excited, man. I can't wait to see like actual competitive CST.
It's a solid shot out of Darty. And expediting it. He wants to get out of here.
Let's wrap this thing up. Darty's got a new mullet cut to get through or something. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
He's busy. He's a busy man right now.
He's got what, like a barbershop appointment. I don't know, but I mean, he obviously doesn't. The goal is not to go to one, right? If you're going for the mullet, I mean, I guess you can get it designed.
Gotta
Either way,
keep the party going. Yeah.
you got something to catch here. Darty's looking for the ace. He won't get it, but Wildcard certainly are looking good to take this series. Cyrix 1v2. Gold, he literally does not have enough time to even defuse the bomb. Some celebratory frags, I guess, consolation. Call it what you want. It's a 2-0 for Wildcard with the quickness. They're getting their season started here in ECL Season 46.
Yeah, it's an incredible result. Again, just talking about the back and forth that this team versus Unjustified had last season. It was actually a very close back-to-back 16-14.